Let's discuss this further now. We are now joined via Zoom by political analyst, Professor Sethulego Matebesi. Prof, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Well, let's get your reaction then to these news. Are you at all surprised at the imminent resignation of Sisi Ntombela? I mean, after all, she was defeated by Sisi Ntombela in the provincial ANC chairperson contest last month.
Hi, good afternoon, and good afternoon to your viewers. I'm not surprised. This is what I would call the package of politics in South Africa, but I've been very consistent on this particular matter. Immediately after the provincial elective conference, I made a call, a plea that the ANC in the province, if they want to not repeat the mistakes of the past, they want to enhance the so-called narrative of renewal, then the question is, why will you be in a hurry to remove the premier? And here we are today. We've heard about the premier's imminent resignation, and we don't know what that means for residents of the Free State.
Now, I hear you, Prof, saying that this is, and it comes with the package of politics, but let's look at her leadership then. I mean, according to the Auditor General, not a single municipality in the Free State has received a clean audit in the past 5 years. I mean, how would you then describe Sisi Ntombela's tenure as Free State Premier, also considering the fact that she served as a Cocta MEC in the province?
Well, it's only one word which sums up Ntombela's tenure as president, as premier of the Free State, and that for me it was more ceremonial than anything else. She will pitch for events, she will make announcement when she has to, but that's where it ended. You didn't see a vibrancy in terms of developments, major development, infrastructural developments taking place. And in fact, this is what I would call an indictment on all our politicians in South Africa. How can we allow people to continue in their positions when we've got such dire situations at municipal level? That is unacceptable, and I think action should have been taken, not necessarily against the premier, but also against municipal managers and mayors at municipal level. But definitely it's also her responsibility, and perhaps this gives us an indication of the individual, which I strongly believe that she only did what she could do, and it ended up there.
It also gives us an indication of what's to come in terms of who will replace her and what it means for the leadership of the Free State. And as you've said, for service delivery in that province, I mean, we know that the ANC in the Free State has submitted several names of possible people that could replace Ntombela, including Sisi Ntombela. What do you make of that?
Well, it's definitely going to be very easy for whoever is going to take over from Sisi Ntombela in terms of not emulating what she did, but doing better. I think that will be quite easy to do. But fact of the matter is, whether this is yet again that vicious cycle of recycling leaders without having any significant, tangible impact on the lives of the residents of this province, that is another question. And I also don't understand, why is the African National Congress peddling so many names? We all know that perhaps the chairperson of any province will ultimately become the premier, but perhaps here once again all the other nominees are capable. But I will not be surprised if Datem Dukwana will not become the premier of this province, and we just hope that you will just set the pace, you will set the ball run in terms of fighting this scourge of incompetence. Mangaung, the city of roses, has become a big pigsty. And I don't say this easily, because there are people sitting in this metropolitan municipality that I've got great respect, but we can't even talk about a municipality when the municipality can't collect refuse on a weekly basis. And that for me is unacceptable. The ANC needs to act, and they need to act decisively on the performance of the people that they sent to represent them at local government level.
In fact, of course, the Mangaung municipality has come under fire, even from the ANC themselves, as you say, as recently as, of course, the ANC's General 8 statement. But just looking at, some of your comments, particularly as you're cautioning at this, replacement of the Premier, but just looking at the leadership, especially in the run-up to the 2024 elections, is your reluctance perhaps, because you don't believe or have confidence that the ANC will turn around the province?
No, definitely not. It's all about, this is a province since 2012 that have been bedeviled by infighting. Each provincial elective conference has been challenged. It started with the Ramakaza grouping, and so it went on. We also know the suspended former Secretary-General, that there is a stronghold over this province. And I thought perhaps this is a glorious opportunity, the outcome of the provincial elective conference, to usher in a new dawn where those who have won will extend the hand even to the ones like, including Sisi Ntombela, to say, yes, it was a battle that is now over. Let us take your hand and we will fight the battle of 2024 together. Those are the challenges. We've already also seen with the outcome of the local government elections that the ANC in Mangaung in the Free State has been the strongest in terms of electoral support, only second to provinces such as KwaZulu-Natal or eThekwini. But what has happened? They almost lost this metropolitan municipality. So that is indicative of what we can expect come 2024. And you will have thought that the ANC will make use of all the resources available to it to ensure that there are unity. I know decisions has to be taken, and perhaps if there was a decision that the Premier has been underperforming, it's fine if they take this decision, but it's definitely not lacking confidence in the African National Congress. What I lack, where I've got a huge concern, is that how can a party in its own birthplace, after such a successful national elective conference and the birthday celebrations here in Mangaung, and all the pronouncements that have been made about service delivery. For me, it was a public relations exercise because the mayor is still in its position. The citizens of Mangaung deserve an answer, and they don't deserve an answer tomorrow, but today, about what is the ANC going to do about this dire situation that is happening. It's a huge insult to the residents of this beautiful city.
Prof, thank you so much for your time on the show this afternoon. Really do appreciate your analysis. Professor Sethulego Matebesi, he's a political analyst there for us.